Hey guys, how's it going? My name is always, and welcome back to Enigmatica 2 Expert. So I don't know that I need to say expert. It is an expert modpack, but yeah. Last time we started out on this series, just kind of exploring around. We found a place to put a home, and I've started building the house. There's a couple of problems which I'll get to in a little bit, but for the most part, you know what, let's make a, we have a lot of spruce wood. Let's go ahead and make a door. I kind of like these doors. Not my favorite doors, but they are decent. And before we do anything, I want to break this. And we're going to grab cherry wood. So I want to use cherry wood for the floors here. I think will look nice. Ooh, that does look nice. I kind of like that. So you have the nice light, you have the cobblestone base, the nice dark spruce wood. I don't know what the roof is going to be like yet. I am planning on putting a second floor on this, but this is a relatively, it is a starter house. I do like those doors, by the way. So there is a lot of stuff to do. But for the most part, just trying to get started out. We found a village last time, which was really useful. Had a lot of stuff, especially a lot of wood, which is nice. And then I came down here and I dug out of vein mined a little bit of area. We can't actually mine too much yet. Our tool is not nearly good enough. But before we do anything else today, I want to start off by making another tool. So we're going to want a shovel. Simple as that. And let's make a, can we make a stone shovel? Sure we can. Cool. I don't really care too much. Let's grab some sticks. We'll make the rest of it out of sticks. Do we need to have this here for it to do the... we do. Okay, didn't know that. And then binding. Cool. And then we can go to the tool stations, and we'll make just a stone shovel. That'll work for now. So that is where we're at for now. So now I can rip up the floor, put this nice, it's almost like a honey colored for the cherry wood, and start getting this place kind of looking nice. I'm going to work on that between episodes because this series is not about building. I have another series for that. So this is going to be mostly about just kind of, I'm going to try to make things look nice, I'll be honest. But at least for the beginning, we're going to have a nice little area here that's just going to be kind of a house. And then we'll have like a factory building or something nearby, maybe over in that area. I really do like this general area anyways, so it's kind of nice. And then we'll have to have a farm somewhere. We might have that over here or something. I don't know. We'll figure things out. Anyways, let's take a look at the quest book. So one of the big things that's kind of weird is everything is gated off. So if we want to get into harvest level 5, so in order to get to various things, we need to get higher harvest levels, and we also need to get a scanner for certain things as well. So we have to go through Tinkers first before we can get into basically anything. And just to kind of show off, there is a bragging rights quest. Some of the stuff we can do, but like a creative screen is a combination crafting. And that actually doesn't look terrible, but a lot of this stuff is pretty bad. So range upgrades, pink slime, we're gonna need a lot of pink slime, looks like, and just a lot of complicated stuff. But this is probably gonna be the easiest thing ever to make, but it's also incredibly not useful. We won't make creative modifiers. That's gonna require singularities. And expanders, and a bunch of, it looks like just a bunch of Tinker stuff, and that gives us one creative modifier. But one thing that we're going to want is the creative items. Like, that is something that's going to be really fun to get to. But we have to get through everything else before then. So, including forestry. I don't know how much bee stuff we're going to have to do. Hopefully not that much. But basically, harvest level is what's going to unlock a lot of stuff. And then immersive engineering is going to lock other things, it looks like. So, we've got to work on Tinkers. First thing we need is a clay bucket. So clay bucket is just a little bit of clay. Do we have any clay? Not yet. But we have a shovel now, so we can go get clay. I have plenty of food on me. I ate some of the other foods. The s'mores are really, really good. They give you absorption as well as a couple other things. So it's definitely worthwhile. So I will be honest with this series. I am absolutely terrified of a lot of mobs. I did go ahead and like jump into a world and just kind of explored creative mode and spawned in a whole bunch of things that I'd never known about. And I believe the mod is Fire and Ice. It includes dragons. But the dragons are probably the least of the concerns because I don't know if I'll ever have to actually deal with a dragon. But one of the worst things that comes from it is we have to deal with things like sirens and these weird bug creatures, and there's just a lot of things that are not too kind. Alright, so we have a good bit of clay. This sword we have is actually pretty decent. So let's go ahead and make a clay bucket. Oops. So we have an unfired clay bucket. We're going to get a loot chest for that. That's kind of cool. And then we're going to need to make a smeltery. So we have a little bit of clay. We're going to need a little bit of clay for temporary casts. And unfortunately, we're going to have to do temporary casts until we can get higher tier stuff. In order to get aluminum brass, aluminum brass is made from alloying. Aluminum and copper. Now, I believe these are low-level things, but I wish it told me mining level. But there's some aluminum right over here. And I believe it is harvest level 1 copper. So iron tools are not harvestable. We need to do a lot of progression through well, tinkers. So we need to make the entire smeltery. That is the next step. We also need to cook this guy in a smelter. I want to see. Yeah, furnaces are really nasty to make. So luckily we got like 6 of them from we got 6 of them from the village that I stole. So I'm just gonna put this right here for right now, and we have plenty of sticks for now. Actually, can we make tiny charcoal? Haha, we can. Alright, tiny charcoal is like the best thing ever, because you can smelt up singular items and not waste any fuel. So this will be our bucket. This is how we're going to get lava to our smeltery until we can get iron and get an actual bucket, which, out of curiosity, how bad is that? Is it normal? Iron plates. You can cast it, which is kind of nice. Iron plates requires immersive engineering or industrial craft, which both of those recipes are not too bad, or you can do a lot of things. There is advanced rocketry. You can cast them out. That'll probably be the best way to do things early game. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do. So put some stuff away. We have a good bit of clay. That is perfect to start out with. And so if we want to get the smeltery, so smeltery, we're going to need seared bricks. And is it just seared bricks? I think so. A little bit of lag. Hopefully it'll go away. There it goes. So seared bricks is the vanilla recipe. Grout, sand, clay, and gravel. Yep, okay. Same recipe as normal. So what do we need? Controller, seared tank. Okay, so we need to go just get some sand and gravel. Making the Tinkers complement early game smeltery will also complete the quest. Alright, I don't know what that is. What's the at Tinkers complement? So I guess it's the high oven. Okay, so right, the scorched stuff. This used to be in. I don't know why you'd want to do that though. Maybe you can find it or something. I don't know. But yeah, so the scorched bricks and all that kind of stuff used to be in Tinkers a long time ago, the high oven, which you can use to make stuff a little bit easier. It's almost better in some ways, but we're going to make just the normal smeltery. And we're going to sleep because it's getting night. And I don't want to deal with mobs if I don't have to. We actually have a weapon this time, so that part is at least nice. But we need to go get some stuff. First of all, I want to see what do we have out here. Skeleton and a skeleton in flux armor. Oh, but I kind of want to fight that guy. If we can fight that guy, we could get some of the armor. But you know what? We'll fight the zombie instead. He dropped something. Faraday boots. Not that good. Okay. Guess we'll just put that stuff in there. And let's go get some sand and gravel. So, we have sand around us. I don't want to take it from directly around here. Now, I went exploring right over here. So, this way. This general direction. There is a gravel beach. There's also a Tinker's slime island in the sky above it. So there's blue slimes everywhere, but that's not a big deal. And that is going to be a great place to get gravel. I actually went over there for a little bit to get some gravel. It is this way. And I don't really want to take too much sand from just like anywhere. I kind of want to be a little bit smart about where I take stuff. We'll open the loot chest later, by the way. Haven't forgot about it. Just don't want to open it yet. So, advancement made. Okay, cool. So there's a lot of stuff down there, but I don't really want to... I also saw this. This is a little weird, you know, glitch with the whole world generation. So let's grab a good bit of gravel and sand. Also get some flint from this, which is nice. But yeah, there is a gravel beach here. Might as well take the gravel. Now there's something over there. It's a blue slime. Okay. Like I said, I am a little bit paranoid about some of the mobs, especially there is a very specific mob that lives, that kind of does things over here on near the water that I am just terrified of. The sirens, they are kind of, at this level, they're kind of deadly, I think. But, okay, I really like the animals, I will say. I know a little bit about this pack and what we're going to have to do later. So what do we have? Like, almost a stack. And I know that we're going to have to find certain animals at some point, but I have to admit, the animals are just adorable. There's a bunch of blue slimes over there now. Yep, fallen from the sky. So there is a bunch of these constructs that I don't actually know what they do. I don't know if they serve any purpose or anything at all. But I think they're solid. Or at least partially. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things in this mod pack that I've never really seen or I've done anything with them. So it's a little disconcerting sometimes. Anyways, let's find a good place to get some sand. Eat some cherries because I have a ton of cherries. And oh my gosh, what is that? It's a hamster. It's adorable. I remember a mod years ago that had hamsters. It was really cool. I don't remember which one it was though. There was so way back in the early days of modded Minecraft, there were like a handful of mods. There was like 2 or 3 mods that included they included more animals and more mobs, and one of them included the horses, and I believe was the inspiration for the actual Minecraft horses that were added. But then there was I think it was a different one that included hamsters, and it was a full, like, you could raise hamsters to not only like kind of protect you and stuff, like they would do battle. You could like breed them for different like colors and all sorts of things. It was really kind of neat. So I wonder if the Animalia, I think, is the mod. I wonder if that one took inspiration from that or what. But let's just take the sand. It's far enough away from the base that I don't really care too much. Can we repair these in inventory? Nope. Alright, well, we have about a stack. Now, before we go back, I want to just look around just a little bit. There's another cherry tree, which I'm going to chop down. Grab all of the wonderful cherries, plus more saplings. Looks like we need to cut down this tree as well. Cool. So plenty of cherries. Honestly, food is not going to be an issue in this in the sense of like having plenty of it. It's going to be an issue of the quality. Oh hey, rubber trees. I have to remember that. There's rubber trees over here. Is this a different... Oh, no, that's not a village. That is something else. I believe there are spawners in that, and I remember seeing that from before. I just want to see, real quick, just kind of look around, and I want to see if we can find any birch trees, but there is one way over there. Okay, let's go get those birch trees, because we're going to need birch trees to finish up the walls. Shouldn't be a problem to just go snag a sapling or two. Though we gotta watch out for beehives, maybe? I don't actually know. Anyways, let's just climb up here. Are these birch leaves? Those are yellow autumn leaves, so I don't know. There's plenty of birch wood. Also, it's getting close to night. Plenty of birch wood, but I don't think those are gonna give us saplings. Well, we can try. So let's chop down one. Okay, it might work. I'll see. Let's... Oops, wrong button. Let's chop down another one and just get a couple more. Ooh. Persimmon. Alright, let's eat that. You know, I think this is the type of animal we're gonna need. Animania. Animania, yes. So, hopefully that will be good enough. If not, I will need to kind of search around for more and more birch trees, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. But yeah, so there is a fossil. Wow, these lag spikes are not getting any better. And it's because I don't have enough RAM to dedicate, but I mean, I'll deal with that later. Where is our house? I need to put a waypoint on our house, to be honest. But yeah, so let's get back, and we should be able to start making some grout, and get a smeltery. So one of the other things that, while we're waiting on that, one of the things I want to look at is just what all is going to be involved in making, real quick, but what's going to be involved in making a the immersive engineering. So the coke oven brick. But real quick, yep, this is one of those hills. So there will be mobs in there, including mob spawners. That is a Thaumcraft thing. I thought it was. I walked by it earlier, and there was a spider in there. So just kind of seeing what all we can find. I really like all the animals. Are we actually going in the right way? No. I am really far away from home. Okay. We need to go this way. Luckily, we have plenty of cherries. Yeah, it's getting close to night, so we need to get back home, like, immediately and sleep. Now, what version of Minecraft is this? This is 1.12. I don't believe phantoms are in this version of Minecraft. I think they were introduced 1.13 or 1.14. I'm not entirely sure. Also, I love astral sorcery because it makes the night sky so much better. With all the constellations and stuff. But there is our home. Let's get over there quickly. Is there another? There's a fossil over there. That's cool. In fact, that's the fossil I think we saw before. But let's get inside. Hey, one of the cherry trees grew. Awesome. More cherry wood. Because like I said, I want to put a second floor on this. The second floor will probably be like the bedroom type thing. But down here I want to have plenty of room for like storage and plenty of smelteries. So let's actually take that out. Break that. Let's tool station. Let's repair this. And then go back here. And we're going to make a ton of grout. Right, we need clay blocks. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do a stack. And that should be close to enough. Alright, so we have multiple furnaces. We have plenty of charcoal. A good bit of charcoal. We can always get more. And so let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's just do 2 in each, I guess. I'll be fast enough. And then we'll put that in there. And I think we should probably cook up some more charcoal. I have a good bit of spruce wood, so I should be able to finish the house. So let's get 8 more charcoal. That does work, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Throwing in fluids. Oh, liquid starlight. Okay, cool. So with that taken care of, I want to see, because one thing we're going to need is the coke oven brick. I think it's just called coke brick. And that requires porcelain, clay, bricks, and sandstone. Alright, that's not terrible. Let's go ahead and bookmark that. I like the bookmark system because that is something we're going to need. So let's take a look at the quest book while we're at this. So it doesn't want too much stuff, but the next level we can't see, but it is going to be harvest level. So any other gates we can see? Mystical agriculture requires Botania. Okay, good to know. So it looks like we have to do Thaumcraft to get into Britannia. And yeah, so we're gonna have to just take our time, go through each one at it as we get there. Something else we need to do is go ahead and make a piece of glass. We just need one. So first things first, the smeltery controller. Then we take this piece of glass, and we should be able to make the tank. Seared tank. Alright, next is 2 seared bricks. 1, 2. Smeltery drain, and then a faucet. So the drain is like so. And the faucet is like this. And then a casting table, which we have exactly enough for. Cool. So that is a halfway decent start to a smeltery, an actual smeltery. So we can claim the loot chest. And what's next? Harvest level 1. So we need to find copper. Alright, so I have seen a little bit of copper. Let's go ahead and take whatever we can. I'm going to make this a little bit nicer later between episodes, but right now let's just grab this. I like to get more bricks because I do like to make bigger smelteries than what we have. Let's get a chest for right now just to put kind of what we're working on. So let's put the smeltery in there. We're gonna need lava, so we'll have to go get some lava at some point. Do we have any other foods that we could take? Let's take a pumpkin pie. In fact, let's eat the pumpkin pie. And we got toughness. Okay, so they give different foods will give you different buffs depending on kind of where your food is and all that kind of fun stuff. So can we make bread? Can we just make bread? Or is it complicated? It's complicated. So in order to make bread, I would probably have to make flour. And then we can probably make dough, and then that will probably let us make bread. Yeah. Or we can smelt up flour, but we need a grindstone or something like that. We can't do that yet. So okay, so bread is kind of out of the question for now. Alright, so let's... Is it actually already midday? Wow. So we need to go find some copper. Now, we saw some copper earlier, but I want to kind of just explore very, very quickly down this little area. Make sure there's nothing... Okay, those don't hurt. I wondered if those were going to hurt. They're air crystals from Thaumcraft. I just wondered if they would hurt if we walked on them. Doesn't look like that's the case. So that's good. Good to know. So caving. Grab some coal. That's at least nice. And there's some copper. Alright, let's just light up a little bit. That should be fine. And we just need like 2 pieces of copper, so hopefully there's more. Why is there only 1 piece? That's so rude. Oh man. Okay, so 1 piece of copper. I guess we need to go deeper. And hey, there's a little bit more. Cool. So let's plug up the water. There's more copper. Cool. And more cave. So now we should be able to make better tools and upgrade our tools to copper level, so copper tools. And that's going to allow us to harvest the next tier, which I believe is Certus. Oh wow, this is actually a really nice little cave. There's not much here, so what is that, limestone? Alright, so let's take a look at the quest. So copper, we can get coal, grout, or glass. Ooh. You know, I wouldn't mind having a decent sized smeltery, so I think I'm going to take the grout. There's plenty of coal around, so copper tool parts are casted. So Certus quartz tool parts are made in the part builder, so we need to get Certus quartz next. And if we go to find, there was a little bit of Certus quartz. There's a lot of copper down there. Cool. Good to know. There's also more of a cave over this way. I will say the stalactites really... So charred Certus quartz is a much higher level. That's odd. Not gonna lie. It's a little weird. But Certus quartz requires copper. So we have to make some copper tools in order to get Certus quartz to make the next tier of tools. And that's going to be kind of the progression for a while. Make one set of tools to make the next set of tools to make the next set of tools. So, resources do seem rich though, so that's good. Though I'm currently out of torches, so let's take a little bit more of this. We're going to go ahead and take, oops, too far. We're going to go ahead and take the grout. Did I already take the grout? I already did too. Okay, never mind. We're going to take the grout just because I want to make a bigger smeltery, and I think that's the better way. So, I'm going to head home. This is a nice little cave system. It's pretty safe, and there's plenty of low-level resources, so we should be good to go. But we'll need to set up a smeltery, and we're going to do that outside, I think. So I will cook that stuff up later. We also need to go find some lava, which there is some over there. We'll go get that in a moment. But let's open up our loot boxes, chests, whatever, and see what we get. So we got a dragon fruit sapling. That's kind of cool. And, ooh, lapis. Unfortunately, we can't do much with this until we get a chisel, which is going to require iron. So a little bit of time until we can get that. But something else, by the way, I want to point out, we have this spawner seeker from Cyclic. What's the recipe for that? That's a weird recipe, but that's actually not too expensive. But that's something that we're going to want to kind of potentially use at some point because of the nature of this mod pack and specifically trying to get access to things. So let's go ahead and do this today. We're going to set up our smeltery. And the neat thing is we could make an ingot cast, but we can't make a permanent one. So this is going to be the issue. So let's go ahead and put... How do we want to do this? So we have enough for... You know what? Let's start smelting up some of this stuff. 32. Just do that. And honestly, I'll probably get rid of all these other furnaces for right now. I don't typically like having a lot of furnaces. I like having a couple. But what we can do is go ahead and make a handful more things. Let's not put this right here. Actually put this over here for right now. So let's do something like this. Let's see, we're going to want a casting table. Put that right here. We're going to want blocks like so, just so that we can do this. And I realize this needs to be the drain. We'll put the faucet. Controller, tank, and we literally just need one more piece. What are these? Chili pepper seeds. Okay. So we literally just need one more piece of seared bricks to finish this smeltery up, and it's a fairly small one, but that's fine. So let's get a brick. Like I said, we're going to make a lot more of that stuff later. But for right now, a small smeltery is fine. So that kicks it on. We can go ahead and get... So we're going to want 2 of these. And then we're also going to want to... How much clay is it required for a cast? So a clay cast is... 2 ingots worth, which is, so 2 pieces of clay. So we're gonna need plenty of clay every time. Another lag spike, apologies. There we go. So where did I put the clay? And we're gonna want to make a stone pickaxe, so that we can cast that out and upgrade our pick. So we'll also put those in there. And we just need to go grab some lava, which there is a little bit of lava just right across here. So not too bad. Relatively close. And so one of the biggest problems is this clay bucket is not going to last. Every time we do this, as soon as I place this, we're going to lose the clay bucket, which is a bummer, but we can make more. So we're going to need a lot of clay here at the beginning, making casts until we can get iron and make an iron bucket. So go ahead and put that in there. As you see, the bucket broke. Put that there. While we're waiting, have a snack. And the next tier will be a little bit easier because we make Certus Quartz tools in the part builder. But let's get through a couple of these and then we'll call the episode because we are getting a little bit late on time. Now something I want to do is I want to do a little bit of landscaping around here. Widen this just slightly, widen this so the house isn't on the edge. And clay goes first. We make a temporary cast out of clay. Like everything with clay will do basically a single use. We'll get our copper, and it does not ore double in there. And then we should be able to replace the parts. So we put that in there and that in there, and we have a copper pickaxe. So now we can come down here, and I believe there's some Certus Quartz literally right here. There is. And we should be able to. That's charged. Why is it all charged? Okay. We can now get aluminum. Actually, molten gold will make molten brass and aluminum brass. Aluminum brass is copper and aluminum. Okay, never mind. We can actually get permanent casts. So this is really nice. We'll grab all this aluminum that's just sitting here. And we really need to go find... There's more aluminum, but I don't care right now. We need to go find some Certus. So... more aluminum. I know I saw some Certus. I think it wasn't charged. It's strange. You typically don't want to, like, typically charged Certus Quartz is rare, and that's all I'm finding. Because that stuff is charged over there. But I want to try to get iron day. There's plenty of iron sitting around, so we just need to find some Certus quartz that's not charged. Isn't there some down here? Yes. So we'll get a little bit of Certus. We don't need that much. And that's harvest level 2. So we can get a bow, a hammer, or torches. I want the copper hammer. I think that's going to be the best thing there. So now the next thing is we need iron ore. So this will get us a bucket, which will allow us to do smelting a little bit easier and all that kind of fun stuff. So there's plenty of iron around, and honestly something I can probably do a little bit of is mining. Now interestingly enough, we could skip ahead a little bit. I think there's a lot of butterflies around because I planted trees. Forestry trees attract butterflies. It's a thing. We had some aluminum, so we can make just normal cast. We also have a little bit of copper. I could have skipped going out for the world, in the world for copper and stuff. The iron rods, can we actually smelt those up? No. It was worth a look. Okay, so we want to make part builder, Certus quartz, tool station, copper pickaxe turns into Certus, which is surprisingly like slightly better. It's also like invisible. It's kind of weird. Also, there's a good chance that we'll get really weird tree saplings, but whatever. We can now mine iron, and with this, we'll be kind of set for a while. So next time, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with Tinker stuff, and specifically, we're gonna get a normal bucket so that we can, and we're gonna make some normal like casts, and actually start smelting up. Well, getting more. How do I want to say this? Getting further along with the progression. Going and mining more stuff and all that kind of stuff. We can get a bucket so that we can start doing more stuff. Cool. We're going to get another little bit of lava. So the next level is lead. Finding silver will also complete it. So we'll need to get that. I'll probably get bronze or iron from that. And we can just kind of go through and get as many harvest levels as we can. We also now have gates for... we have gates for forestry as well as industrial craft. Ugh, I hate industrial craft a little bit, but we can start kind of working towards getting a little bit better established. So I'm going to end the episode off here. You know what? I might actually make a little bit of an addendum to the house. Out the back, we might have a little bit of a path. An outdoor area with a farm and the smeltery, and we'll fence it off and all that kind of stuff. It might look kind of nice. And then I'm just going to try to make the house look nice in general. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So next time, iron bucket, iron tools, and just kind of working towards getting more and more stuff. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!